If you're missing this, I feel bad. Fanatics Fest is the real deal experience. Oh my God, Jake Paul, the kids love him. And then you have the legend, Mike Tyson.
I got Jake Paul knocking him out.
Former undisputed, undefeated heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson.
Gimmick going, ready to walk into the Coliseum and face the Lion.
Round 1 kicked off with palpable tension in the air. Jake Paul, known for his aggressive style, came out more cautious than usual. Who could blame him? After all, he was facing Mike Tyson. Jake knew he couldn't just rush in and throw bombs. Instead, he spent the first couple of minutes establishing his jab. Tyson, on the other hand, was all business. Even at 58, Iron Mike's ring instincts were sharp, cutting off the ring like a predator stalking his prey. He wasn't rushing, just biding his time, waiting for Jake to slip up. Tyson's head movement was vintage, slipping Jake's jabs with ease and positioning himself for a brutal counter. Jake kept his guard high and circled away from Tyson's power hand, using the whole ring to create distance. But Tyson's ring, IQ was on full display, cornering Jake a few times and landing some solid body shots that had Jake feeling the pressure early. Despite not getting rocked, Tyson controlled the pace, using his experience and pressure to edge out the round. In round 2, Jake found his rhythm. Realizing he couldn't win by running, he started throwing more combinations, landing a few crisp 1-2s. His footwork looked solid as he stuck and moved, trying to make Tyson miss and capitalize on counterpunches. His confidence grew, and he even managed to land a solid right hand that caught Tyson off guard. The crowd roared as Tyson briefly stepped back, reassessing. But Tyson wasn't about to let Jake get too comfortable. Every time Jake landed a clean shot, Tyson made him pay with body blows that could leave a fighter gasping for air. Despite the punishment, Jake stayed resilient and his right hand gave him the edge in this round. By round 3, the fight was heating up. Tyson unleashed his infamous peekaboo style, slipping punches and exploding with heavy hooks. Jake struggled to keep up with Tyson's timing, throwing punches that Tyson slipped effortlessly while landing nasty uppercuts. Tyson backed Jake into the corner and unloaded a barrage of punches that had Jake covering up, just trying to survive. But give credit to Jake. He took those massive shots and stayed on his feet, showing incredible resilience. Still, Tyson controlled the round with relentless pressure, and his clean power shots started to take a toll on Jake, whose movement began to slow down. Tyson's power and accuracy were just too much in this round. Round 4 was all about survival for Jake, but he wasn't backing down. Knowing he was in deep waters, he still showed heart. Early in the round, Jake landed another clean right hand, snapping Tyson's head back. The crowd went wild, thinking maybe Jake could turn things around. For a moment, Jake controlled the center of the ring, throwing combinations and landing jabs to keep Tyson at bay. He even mixed in some body shots, showing he wasn't just here to survive but to win. But Tyson wasn't having any of it. Midway through the round, Tyson landed a brutal left hook that staggered Jake, and for a split second, you could see Jake's legs buckle. He clinched to avoid further damage, but those power shots from Tyson were starting to take their toll. Jake's heart kept him in the fight, but Tyson's clean punches gave him the edge. Round 5 was where things got crazy. Tyson turned up the heat, cutting off the ring and trapping Jake against the ropes. Jake kept throwing shots, but Tyson's defense was on point, slipping punches and waiting for the perfect opening. And then it happened. Tyson slipped Jake's right hand and unleashed a devastating uppercut that landed flush on Jake's chin. It was a moment that felt like time stood still, and Jake collapsed to the canvas. The crowd erupted as the ref didn't even bother with a count, immediately waving it off. Tyson, ever the sportsman, didn't celebrate in excess. Instead, he checked on Jake to make sure he was okay. It was a brutal knockout, but there was respect between the two fighters. So, what can we take from this fight? First off, Jake Paul deserves credit. Sure, he got knocked out, but he survived 4 rounds with one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. No small feat. Jake's jab was sharp, and he had some moments where he shined. His cardio was solid, and he showed a lot of heart in staying in there with Tyson. But Tyson, even at 58, was a monster. His power, technique, and ring IQ were vintage Mike Tyson. His ability to slip punches, deliver devastating counters, and control the ring ultimately made the difference. Jake's chin held up well, but that final uppercut was perfectly timed and executed. In the post-fight press conference, Jake Paul showed his classic confidence. Despite getting knocked out, he wasn't down and out mentally. In fact, he was already talking about a rematch. "Losses are part of the game," Jake said. "I'm not done. A rematch with Tyson? I'm all for it." Jake Paul may have lost, but his resolve and willingness to keep pushing forward were undeniable.
Truly believed I would put him out in the first round, but man, that guy is tough.
After the fight, Jake Paul wasn't backing down. In fact, he went on to say that he believes a second round with Mike Tyson would give him the edge. According to Jake, now that he's felt Tyson's power and experienced the fight firsthand, he's confident he can come in with a better strategy and outbox the legend. "You learn more from a loss than you do from a win," Jake said. "And honestly, you've got to respect that mentality." He made it clear he's pushing hard for a rematch. Jake's not going to let this loss define him. In true Jake Paul fashion, he's already hyping up the idea of a second fight, and whether it's realistic or not, you know he'll keep the conversation going. If there's one thing we know about Jake, it's that he knows how to make things happen. On the flip side, Tyson proved that age is just a number. At the same post-fight press conference, Mike Tyson dropped a huge bombshell. He's officially done with boxing. That's right, Tyson said he's stepping away from the ring for good. After dominating Jake Paul and proving that age hasn't diminished his skills, Tyson made it clear that he has nothing left to prove. "I've done my part," Tyson said. "I've shown these influencers that they've got nothing on me." Tyson looked calm and collected as he talked about his decision. While he still has the fire inside him, he's satisfied with how he went out. He's proven that no matter who steps into the ring, YouTubers, influencers, or even younger boxers, they can't match up to the legacy and skills of a legend like him. Tyson gave fans one last taste of vintage Mike Tyson, and now he's ready to hang up his gloves for good. The fan reaction to the fight was absolutely insane. Social media went wild, with everyone talking about the showdown between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. The moment Jake hit the canvas went viral across Twitter and TikTok, sparking a flurry of reactions. Jake Paul fans gave him credit for stepping up to fight a legend. But let's be honest, Tyson's fans loved every second of that knockout. Comments like, "Vintage Mike is back," and "Jake really thought he had a chance, huh?" flooded the internet. The memes? Oh, they were on fire. Jake's knockout became an instant viral moment with hashtags like Sleepy Jake and Iron Mike Forever trending. As for what's next for Jake Paul, it's clear that he's no joke in the ring. Yes, he got knocked out, but that doesn't take away from the fact that he's shown massive improvement as a fighter. He's not just a YouTuber playing at boxing, he's serious. Jake could easily bounce back from this and continue his boxing career, maybe even target other big names in the sport. Alternatively, he could return to the influencer scene where he's already a massive star. Either way, this fight proved that Jake Paul is willing to step into the ring with the best, and that alone deserves some respect. So, there you have it, fight fans, Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson, a fight that lived up to the hype. Jake showed heart, skill, and resilience, but in the end, Tyson's legendary power was just too much. That uppercut was lethal, and it reminded us all why Tyson is considered one of the greatest to ever do it. What was your reaction to the knockout? Did you see it coming, or were you just as shocked as everyone else? Drop a comment and let us know. Don't forget to subscribe to Boxing World, and I'll see you next time.